everybody, it's Rexanna with Past Present Herbs. Today I'm coming on to do a short video. This is a video that is requested by one of my viewers, and it's a very simple and I hope to be short video, but I kind of wondered whether I should do it or not, but I think after thinking about it, it's just going to be super important to this one person, and so I really think I should do it, because if it's important to one person, it could be important to other people as well. So this goes out to a special person. He knows who he is. I'm not going to call him by name, but he really asked if I would do it for him, so I'm going to do it for him. And it's not going to be I've already done this tincture and I don't need to do it again, but I'm going to do this as an example of that tincture, and I will put it up underneath the ginger, and it's the ginger tincture that I did with elderflowers, and I'll link that one in the bottom description of this one so that he knows which one to look for. And so without further ado, this is just an example so that he can go and learn how to do that one. And this kind of tells me that I do need to work harder on getting my school together. But anyway, if you're going to do, and this is, there are different ways to do tinctures. There is a ratio of where you do the exact measurements. We're not going to be doing that ratio of exact measurements. This is a folk method, and it's very easy if you're a family herbalist. And if you're trying to do this for just your family, which a lot of times I use this method because I'm not selling any products. And if you're selling a product, you have to do exact measurements, exact ratios. And I'm using a dry herb. And so when you're using dried herbs, you tend to use different ways of doing it as well. If you're using say something fresh, you will also use a different calculation and ratio, because anything that's fresh will have water with it, so your solvent will be a little different as well. But today we're going to use peppermint, and it's just for an example. You can use other types of herbs. This is just for an example. It'll say peppermint on it, but you can use ginger, you can use elderflowers, and we're just going to be using this as an example. And also you can use other herbs as your tincture. And a tincture is normally always using an alcohol or something like brandy. I'm using vodka today that has an alcohol grain with it. Anytime that you use some other solvent, it's not a tincture, okay? Tinctures usually have alcohol with them, and because I like vodka and it doesn't have a taste to it, that's why we're using vodka today. Okay, you need a clean, sterile jar. Most of the time they're mason jars or some other type of jar that, you know, is clean and has a lid on it. That's what we're using today, okay? And because of the method that we're using today, which is the folk method, measuring is kind of up to you. I usually use some sort of big spoon. It depends on how much you're going to use. And, you know, I use, to keep the mess down, I use this to put on top. That's like a funnel. Some people have metal funnels that they use over the top. That's so that you can put your herbs in, okay? And like I said, the herb that we're using today, this is peppermint, but you don't have to use that. If you're using, after you learn your herbs, and you know what you're going to be using. We're going to pretend this might be ginger. I'm out of ginger. And elderflowers, you can mix combination herbs, but I always recommend people get to know single herbs first. We can say the other herbs, you can put half and half, and you can put half ginger and half elderflower. So you can put two of these, So this is 2 elderflowers, okay? And then you have your other herb. You could put 2 of the ginger. And that's really all there is to it. But this is peppermint. So, and you say, well, how much alcohol do I have? See, that's really all there is to it. That's all you have in your jar, okay? So what kind of alcohol do I get, okay? Well, this is vodka. Some people put rum in theirs. Some people put brandy. I don't like rum. I don't like the taste of rum. I have used brandy before with elderberries, and I've also used brandy before. You can get the cheap and you can also get the expensive. But I've always gone back to vodka because I really prefer it because it pulls out the flavor of the herb better. And I want to taste the herb. I don't want to taste the alcohol. I don't really like a strong flavor of alcohol. I like a strong flavor of herb. I'm an herb person. So and some people, they are opposite. And so whatever type of person you are is what you need to do for you and your family. This is peppermint. So peppermint is really flavorful. And I put peppermint in a lot of my herbs. So you have to think about you and you have to think about your family. Some people really like the taste of rum. And some people really like the taste of brandy. Some people can't stand the taste of some of the herbs. So the alcohol helps the herb go down better for them and their family. So you have to really think about when you're using herbs, what is better for you and what's better for your family. So I really preach that because there is no shame in using an alcohol flavor to get your herbs down. It's all about compliance, and it's all about, we do this all the time. It's not a big deal, but your main goal here is this here is 80 proof. You have to look at this bottle here. It's got some water in it and it's got some alcohol in it. So you got 40% volume of alcohol. Same thing on your other types of alcohol. So is it 80 proof or is it higher? This being a leaf, now when I'm doing ginger, those ginger granulars, they're a little bit kind of in between a leaf and a stem. So anything a little bit, if it's 50%, that's perfect. So if it's 100% alcohol, that's going to give you 50-50. That's all you need to worry about. That's perfect. So that's going to take care of your alcohol. You're going to pour your alcohol in here until it's completely covered, okay? Even if and you got to think about this as this is dehydrated. So it's going to soak it up. You may come back tomorrow and it's going to be completely dry. So I always go a little over. If it's a little over, like an inch over, that's perfect. Because you got to think about, you're going to put your lid on it and you're going to shake it up just like this. Some people will tell you to put it in a dark place. I always say put it in the windowsill. If you want to just put it on your counter, that's fine. But the next step is to put your label on it. Put the date, put your alcohol. Did you put vodka? Did you put rum? Did you put brandy? What are your herbs? Put your herbs down there. Put your date. and then shake it up for at least the first week. Every day, shake it up, because if it's not shaking up, if it's just stuck there, then you need to go put a little bit more alcohol in here. Alcohol, just a little bit, because you have to have some movement to make it move around, because sometimes it sucked all the water out because your herb is so dry. And I've done that. I've gone back and I've added some water. I put my lid on and I keep shaking it. That's why for the first week, it's so important to go back and shake it up, check on it, make sure that you have got it where it is shaken up really good. Shake it up, put it on the counter, make sure it's labeled. Make sure it's labeled. 4 weeks is the very minimum. And then go back, strain it out through a strainer, and then put it in a clear bottle like this. And then you can get your little 2 ounce, and I didn't get it, but I'll just grab one that I have over here. Get your 2 ounce dropper bottle. That's why I tell everybody, save your little bottles and get your 2 ounce bottle. Or if you just have one of these from your pharmacist, get one of these. And then you can email me at gardenofherbs. I'll put all that down, tx@gmail.com. I'll put all that down in the description of this video. And learn your dosages. Okay, that's all for right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like and subscribe. Y'all have a great day. Bye for now.